Detective, I want my certificate when you finish your testimony.
Can we get CLE for that too, Judge?
I was letting the court officer know that I appreciate you letting me use my phone as a phone, but I want you to know it's completely powered off.
Oh, yeah. I
There would
figured.
be no way I would ever be able to take a picture.
Are they coming down? Yes, sir. Okay. You learned.
Yes, sir. Part of my statement.
It appears they
No, I would have to visually observe them.
Okay, be mindful of what you say.
All rise.
All right, please be seated.
Detective Gish, I think when we left off before the break, you were referencing what, if anything, that you found on Mr. Finley's laptop.
Yeah, we recovered several laptops and computer devices from Miles Finley's residence. There was a laptop that belonged to him. I believe there was a laptop that belonged to his brother, or that's what was told to us, and a laptop that belonged to a friend that was staying there. All of these devices were brought back to Nashville, and I analyzed each and every one of them and did not find any relevant evidence.
Was there anything about the state of the laptop that indicated whether or not you expected to find anything on it?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Yeah, I can't remember ever finding anything off of Miles Finley's laptop.
And Detective, at some point, you've already testified that you analyzed Mr. Batey's phone and the thumbnails that you found, but did you also extract the call logs as well as the SMS or iMessage history from that iPhone?
I did.
And I'm going to ask that the witness be handed a 7-page document. They have been pre-marked A through G, and defense counsel has been provided a hard copy of the same. Detective Gish, the item you've just been handed, do you recognize it?
Yes, this is the some of the messages that I recovered off of Cory Batey's phone.
And at this time, Your Honor, or actually, Detective Gish, who are those messages with?
They're with Chris Boyd.
And at this time, Your Honor, I would ask that these be introduced as the next numbered exhibit.
I think it'll be 39.
And they will be A through G. May I also publish these to the jury? Detective Gish, if you could describe what is shown on the screen.
Right. We see a number 1 and a number 2. This indicates 2 separate messages. Number 1 is a message from Mr. Batey to Chris Boyd. And the message says, at the very bottom we see, everything's still good. And then this was sent, we see the timestamp on the right side, 6/23 of 2013 at 6:22 p.m. The second message, which is the gray box, all of these are with Chris Boyd, these 2. And it says it's an incoming from Chris Boyd. Yeah, man, as far as I know. And this was on 6/23/2013 at 6:30 p.m.
And I have placed what is 39B.
Number 3, it's a incoming message from Chris Boyd. I'm at work. I can't talk right now. What's up? On 6/24 of 2013 at 12:33 p.m. And then the 4th message is to Chris Boyd. We still good? ? I'm stressing. 6/24 of 2013 at 12:35 p.m.
And this is 39C.
From Batey to Boyd? ? At 6/24 of 2013 at 12:56 p.m. That was number 5. Number 6, from Chris Boyd to Batey, as far as I know, 6/24 of 2013 at 1:37 p.m.
And this is 39D.
From Boyd to Batey, 6/24 of 2013 at 1:37 p.m. That was number 7. Number 8, from Batey to Boyd, cool, have you talked to her? ? 6/24/13 at 1:37 p.m.
This is 39E.
Number 9, from Batey to Boyd, the video is gone, right? ? And nobody else knows besides you and Carta, period. 6/24/13 at 1:38 p.m. Number 10, from Batey to Boyd, video deleted, ? Have you talked to her? ? 6/24 of 2013 at 1:41 p.m.
And this is 39F.
Number 11, from Boyd to Batey, she doesn't know that anything happened, but she passed out in Vandenburg's bed, period. Me, Carta, and Vanderwall and Vandenburg, period. Vanderwall helped us move her out of the hallway, period. 6/24 of 2013 at 3:16 p.m. And number 12, from Batey to Boyd, tell him don't say nothing to anybody. 6/24 2013 3:36 p.m.
And this is 39G.
Number 13, from Boyd to Batey, he knows. 6/24 of 2013 at 3:36 p.m. And number 14, from Batey to Boyd, okay, 6/24 of 2013 at 3:38 p.m.
And Detective Gish, at any point in this investigation, did you analyze a phone belonging to Chris Boyd?
I did.
And did you find any reference to those same messages on Mr. Boyd's phone?
Yeah, Mr. Boyd had the same messages on his phone.
And at any point, did you locate any videos on Mr. Boyd's phone?
No, I did not. I mentioned that I know that a video was sent to Chris Boyd, but the video was not located on there.
And I am going to hand the witness a 6-page document. Okay. Six-page document, pre-marked A through F. Defense counsel has been provided their own copy. Detective Gish, can you take a look at that and tell me if you recognize it?
Yes, I do. These are text messages that I recovered from Mr. Batey's phone, and they're text messages, a conversation with a person named Antonio Richardson.
Your Honor, I would ask that the 6-page document be made the next numbered exhibit. I believe would be 40.
All right.
And may I have permission to publish these to the jury? Thank you. Detective, could you please describe what's shown on the screen?
This is the same format of messaging that we saw last time, but this time this is a conversation from Batey's phone with a person named Antonio Richardson. We see that right there under the description where it says "to" with the colon there. There's two text messages here. Number one, it's from Batey to Richardson. Call me, and that's on 6/25 of 2013 at 8:05. The second text message from Batey to Richardson, 1 second, 6/25 of 2013 at 9:18 p.m.
And this is 40B.
Yeah, there's three messages on this page. The first is from Batey to Richardson. Hey, bro, I need your help, period. It's at 6/25 of 2013 at 9:51 p.m. Message that's marked number 4, from Batey to Richardson. I'll call you, period. I'm about to get kicked off the team, probably, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 9:52 p.m. The next message is from Richardson to Batey. What's up? 6/25 of 2013 at 9:52 p.m.
And the next exhibit, which is 40C.
From Batey to Richardson. I'm about to get kicked off the team, bro, period. I'm fucking my life up, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 9:53 p.m.
And the next exhibit, which is 40D.
From Richardson to Batey, call me now, 6/25 of 2013, 9:54 p.m. Second message, from Batey to Richardson. I got to meet with Coach Franklin, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 9:55 p.m.
And the next exhibit, which is 40E.
Which is number 11, from Richardson to Batey. What about, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. What's the issue, bro, question mark. 6/25/13 at 9:56. From Batey to Richardson. With some other teammates, period. I got to leave Nashville, bro. I can't come back.
May I request an instruction regarding redaction?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, oftentimes when we have documents with certain information on them, they have to be redacted because certain information is not relevant to the trial issues, and so they take out that information that is not relevant. So that's the purpose of the redaction, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor. And Detective Gish, you were describing the message that's the outgoing message from Mr. Batey to Mr. Richardson that's numerically numbered as 12. And I believe that you started with the second line as there is a portion that was redacted from this message.
Right, I'll start over. I see the mistake I made. Message number 12, from Batey to Richardson. Trying to say I raped a bitch with some other teammates, period. I gotta leave Nashville, bro, period. I can't come back, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 9:57 p.m.
And this is 40F.
This is from Batey to Richardson. We just helped the bitch to her room because who she was with, he was too drunk, period. I need your help, bro, period. I know I'm gone, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 10:01 p.m.
Detective, I have a one-page document that is being passed to you. If you can take a look at it and let me know if you recognize it.
I do.
And what is that?
This is a text message entry that I recovered from Cory Batey's phone that he was having with Jaborian McKenzie.
And that message, is there something pertinent about the timing of it?
Well, if you look at the timestamp under Central Daylight Time, it's 6/23 of 2013 at 2:05 a.m. So this was prior to the timeline that I set based on the surveillance video that I viewed.
And is that the only message that occurred within any of the timeline that was referenced from the time that they got on campus until
No.
the incident? Is it the only one between Mr. Batey and Mr. McKenzie?
Yes, this is the only message between them two individuals.
Your Honor, I would ask that this one-page document be entered as the next numbered exhibit.
41.
And with permission, I will publish that to the jury.
All right.
Detective Gish, could you describe what's shown on the screen?
Yes, we see under the two, we see Mr. McKenzie's phone number there listed to the right, and that his nickname that I know to be Tip. This is a message from Mr. Batey to Mr. McKenzie. Nachos with extra ground beef, cheese, lettuce, and red salsa, and a quesadilla. And this was 6/23 of 2013 at 2:05 a.m.
And Detective Gish, I have an 8-page document. It has been pre-marked A through H. Again, defense counsel has been given a copy of this. Detective Gish, do you recognize the document that's been handed to you?
Yeah, I do. This is a text message conversation from Mr. Batey's phone that he was having with the phone number, and a person with the phone number of 61.
Your Honor, at this time I would ask that this document be entered as the next numbered exhibit,
All right, number 42.
and it will be A through H. And with permission, I will publish this to the jury.
All right.
Detective Gish, could you describe what is shown here?
This is that message conversation that I just described. The first message at the top, labeled number 33, it's from this number to Batey. Okay, that's fine with me, but you can call me and tell me what's going on. And that was at 6/25 of 2013 at 10 p.m. The second message is labeled number 34. It's from Mr. Batey to that number, and it says, "They are trying to say we raped this bitch Saturday night. We helped a friend carry her to his room because he was drunk too, period." And that was at 6/25 of 2013 at 10:01 p.m. The last message on this one is from this number to Mr. Batey. Who all is involved? Question mark. And who is saying it? Question mark. 6/25 of 2013 at 10:02 p.m.
And this is 42B.
Message labeled number 36. It's from Batey to that number. Me, Tip, Banks, and the guy who was too drunk to carry her, period. 6/25 of 2013 at 10:03 p.m. Message labeled number 37. It's from this number to Mr. Batey. Who is saying it? Question mark. And do the coaches know? Question mark. 6/25 of 2013 at 10:04 p.m. And the last message on this sheet is from Batey to this number, Yeah, we had to meet with the university on 6/25/2013 at 10:04 p.m.
And the next message, which is 42C.
There's two messages on this. Number 39, question mark, and that's from that number to Batey, 6/25/2013 at 10:07. Message mark number 40 is from this number to Batey. What the hell? Who is saying this? Question mark. 6/25/2013 at 10:07 p.m.
The next message, which is 42D.
Labeled 41, from this number to Batey. Did anyone have sex with her? Question mark. 6/25/2013, 10:09 p.m. Message mark 42, from Batey to this number, the university, period. They say the proof in camera, but the bitch says she doesn't even know why this is happening, period. 6/25/2013, 10:10 p.m.
And the next one, which is 42E.
Message labeled 43. It is from Batey to this number, no, period. 6/25/2013 at 10:11 p.m. Message labeled number 44. From Batey to this number, she was passed out, period. 6/25/2013 at 10:11 p.m.
And the next image, which is 42F.
Labeled 49, from this number to Batey. I just don't understand, period. What is on camera? Question mark. 6/25/2013, 10:12 p.m. Number 50, from Batey to this number. I want to come over your house, period. 6/25/2013, 10:12 p.m.
And the next image, which is 42G.
Labeled 51, from Batey to this number. Us taking her to the room and helping our friend, period. 6/25/2013, 10:13 p.m. From this number to Batey. Seriously, what the fuck? 6/25/2013, 10:14 p.m.
And the last page, which is 42H.
Labeled 66, from this number to Batey. I was with you that night and I saw Tip and Brandon the next morning, period. I can stick up for y'all. Y'all weren't acting weird at all, and if you had done anything bad, you would have been acting weird, period. 6/25/2013, 11:01 p.m. Labeled 67, from this number to Batey. That was the night I came over at like 3. And the timestamp is 6/25/2013, 11:01 p.m. Labeled 68, from this number to Batey. I'll come get you as soon as they get home. 6/25/2013, 11:01 p.m. Labeled 69, from this number, from Batey to this number. Okay. 6/25/2013, 11:16 p.m.
Detective Gish, you're being handed a 10-page document. Defense counsel has been shown this document. The state is actually not asking to introduce it at this time, but do you recognize that document?
Yes, this is also a message conversation that I recovered from Cory Batey's phone, and the conversation.
That entire document, does it show messages that were sent during a particular time frame?
Yeah, it's a time frame of different numbers.
Could you just give the beginning time and the ending time?
So from entry 1 to the last entry?
Just the first one and the last one, not the ones in between.
First entry on this time frame is 6/22 of 2013 at 10:16 p.m. And the last entry is 6/23/2013 at 2:58 a.m.
And was that report created from the extraction from Mr. Batey's phone?
It was.
Your Honor, I would just ask that that report be marked for identification only at this
All right.
time.
43 for identification.
Thank you. Detective Gish, you testified about multiple devices. I have one last question. Did you analyze the cell phone of Mr. Austin Carter Samuels?
I did.
And what, if anything, did you locate related to photographs or video on his device?
There were none.
Thank you very much. I do not have any other questions.
All right, cross-examination.
All right, Detective Gish, we're going to slow walk through all of this. There's a lot of evidence, and we'll be going slow.
Fine.
Is that okay? All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You said you have been on the police force for about 18 years now?
18.
Okay. Last 10 years, you've been in this criminal investigation unit.
I actually went into the criminal investigation unit. Well, let me explain it. In 2000, I came on the police department in 1998. At the end of 2001, I went to the armed robbery unit. And then the beginning of 2005, I was transferred to this unit. So the armed robbery unit in this investigative unit of digital that I'm in now
Right.
is all CID.
Okay. And since you've been there, you have forensically analyzed hundreds of cases, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Lots of devices, lots of phones and computers, right?
Thousands.
Thousands. And do all of them relate to child porn, child rape, and adult rape?
I don't understand the question.
When you have analyzed these, you analyze other rapes, child rapes, adult rapes, child pornography. You analyze all type of stuff, right?
Unfortunately.
Right. And I'm just trying to get a basis. You've done this before, right?
I don't think there's a crime I haven't analyzed digitally that I can think of.
Okay. And you've had to testify in multiple trials concerning what you found, right?
Yes.
You know about how many cases you testified in? Lots.
I would say as an expert for a trial, over 20. As an expert in various hearings, probably over 100.
Okay. So you're kind of expert in testifying.
In this field, yes.
Okay. Now, you've talked a lot about iPhones. I want to ask you a little bit about them. Does iPhone have a spell check?
It does.
It does. And what exactly does that do?
It is a dictionary that is on board the iPhone. And as a user types in different entries, it will underline a word if it is spelled wrong and give the user the opportunity. That underline is in red.
Okay.
And it give the user the opportunity to select a different word or a different spelling of the same word.
Okay, so it suggests a different spelling of a word for you.
Yes.
Now, you came on to this case, I believe you said July 1st?
Yes, on or around.
On or around, okay. And you had to develop a timeline in the case.
Yes.
I think you kind of talked about it a bit. You developed it from the surveillance camera.
That's correct.
Okay,
And from information that was provided me by the police department.
right. And did the first phone you get, was that Brandon Vandenburg?
Vandenburg is the first phone that I physically sat down to start analyzing the extraction, because that's the phone where I found the thumbnail images first.
Right. So you analyzed his first, and analyzing his helped you in creating your timeline as well?
It did.
Okay. I'm gonna need the exhibits.
Which one?
I'd like them 28, all of 20, just all of them, 28B, well, I need 28B, 28E, 28G, and 28H. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, just give me the whole one and I'll hand them to him. I'll just be giving these to you and asking you the questions about them. I won't be publishing them to the jury.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have those photos?
I do.
Okay. Now, you've had to describe these photos before in a prior hearing, haven't you?
I have.
Okay. Now, I believe the first one you have is 28B, right?
Yes.
Okay. Need 1 second to get there. And all the ones that I showed you, are those from Brandon Vandenburg's phone? 28B, 28E, 28G, and 28H?
It's Exhibit 28 of what you said.
I'm asking you, are those from Brandon Vandenburg's phone? Would you want to see the actual, give him this as well so he can have the actual photo, so you can see that. There's a total of 9 photos in that. I just take a look at them. I'm only going to be asking you about the ones I previously said. You can take a look at all of them and just let me know if those are all from Brandon Vandenburg's iPhone.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Now in 28B, in this picture, let me grab mine, I'm sorry. I have it too right here. I believe you previously described those, that is a picture of Mr. Batey,
Yes,
right? And Mr. Batey, the 7-second video that we saw earlier,
it appears to be.
okay? And in the 7-second video, I believe that was Mr. Batey's hand. It was said that Banks is taking a picture in this thumbnail, right?
Appears to be taking a picture.
Okay, well, he appears to be taking a picture, right?
Right.
Did we see him taking the picture in the video?
Well, we see him appearing,
We do see him appearing to take the picture in the video?
I think so.
Okay, but we can see it better here in this still image of Banks taking a picture of Mr. Batey?
Yes,
Okay. And while Vandenburg is taking a video of all of it, I guess. Vandenburg taking a video of Banks taking a picture of Mr. Batey?
that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
And here, Mr. McKenzie is not in this video,
I do not see him.
or this still image. I apologize. Okay. We're going to go to 28H. This is a thumbnail image, right? Is that the correct term? Okay.
Video thumbnail, yes.
Video thumbnail. Let me write that down. I'll probably mess it up a couple more times. Video thumbnail of Mr. Batey is in this picture.
He is, on his
Okay.
knees.
Right, on his knees, and he has on his pants, right?
He does.
Okay, and he has on his underwear.
He does.
And I guess did you see the surveillance earlier in during the whole time when you created your timeline?
I did.
Did his pants and underwear appear to look like that?
They did.
Okay. Now in this, you do not see his penis, right?
That's correct.
Okay. You don't see exactly where his hand is.
No, I think I described it either near his belt buckle or his groin region.
Okay. Picture? Okay.
Yes.
And I guess that would be from Brandon Banks' phone. We'll get to that. But in this, you can see the pants of Brandon Banks.
Yes, on the left side.
Okay. And you can just make out blue and white shoes of Mr. McKenzie.
That's Mr. McKenzie standing next to the door. Yes,
Okay.
on the other side of Banks.
And he is behind Mr. Batey.
He is.
Okay. Now, I want you to look through those 9 photos from Brandon Vandenburg's phone and make sure that those are the only ones that have Mr. Batey visible in them.
That's correct.
Okay. So 4 of the 9 photos from Vandenburg's phone have Mr. Batey in them. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. And 28I from Mr. Brandon Vandenburg's phone, the thumbnail, the video thumbnail, that, I'm sorry, I'll let you get it first.
No, we'll dig it out here.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that the same picture that correlates to the video that we watched?
When we were watching the video of, for the court purposes, this is the victim laying outside near the elevator in the hallway. And when the report was playing, or the video was playing today, I think I mentioned the white paper, and that it appeared that this was the same video, that it appeared to be Vandenburg taking from his phone from the surveillance video.
Okay, and you're talking about the time when they got off the elevator?
And before they went into the room.
Before they went into the room. Is that the time when Brandon Vandenburg had his phone?
And it
And then Brandon Banks had his phone?
Yes.
Okay. So I believe that is, appears to be the same as the video that we watched?
It does.
Okay. And we'll get to the videos. All right. You can take those. And I'll take 29, the set of 29.
I didn't throw out order.
I do. Thank you.
Yeah, take another copy if you got it.
Turn that one off.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even see a button.
There's no button.
There's no button. No, you can't turn this off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not on this one. In the podium.
All right, I'm going to let you look through those and tell me if those are the photos recovered or thumbnails, whichever they may be, recovered from Mr. Batey's phone.
They are.
Okay. I am going to, I believe it's 29. Okay, 28. I'm going to take you to 29E. Is that a photo of Mr. McKenzie in these photos?
No.
Okay. Do we ever see Mr. Banks in these photos?
No. Yes. Excuse me. We do.
Would that be in 28C?
It is.
Okay. And that would be Mr. Banks taking a picture of her vagina while spreading the picture?
In 28C, I'm sorry, 29C,
Oh, I apologize, 29.
Banks's left hand is spreading open the vagina of the victim while she's laying on the floor. His right hand is taking a picture, very close-up picture of the victim's vagina.
Okay. And someone's taking a picture of him taking a picture.
and somebody's taking a picture of him taking a picture.
Okay, and do you know who took the picture?
I do not.
Okay. You can take those from Detective Gish. And I will get the ones marked 30. Thank you. What is that?
Thank you.
Would you take a look at those pictures, 14 photos, and just let me know if those are all the photos from Mr. Banks' phone?
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 photographs, all Exhibit 30. And these are from Brandon Banks' telephone.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to start with what is 30A. I asked you about different angles earlier. Is that a different angle of the picture from that is all in Brandon Vandenburg's phone?
What I'm looking at in this picture is the victim laying face down with her arms twisted, her skirt or her tops pulled up above her.
And Detective Gish,
Belly.
I was going to ask you what you were looking at, but will you answer my question first?
I'm sorry?
And then I'll go into asking you what you're looking at.
Okay.
Okay? I asked you, was that the different angle of the same picture from Brandon Vandenberg's phone? It is 28H that we looked at.
The participants, which is Cory Batey on the left side, and the victim laying face down, they're in the same positions. I don't know how much longer this picture was taken than the other one,
Right.
but they are in near same positions as he was up on his knees. It's the picture with his hands in front of his waist area.
And Detective Gish, you agree that there are multiple photos here that have been introduced, 30 of them, right?
Right.
And some of them show the same thing from different angles.
Well, what I'll testify to is I don't know if this act was done on multiple occasions. These thumbnail images are not time-stamped. I testified to that earlier. So it appears to be sort of the same, but it also could be a completely different act minutes and minutes away from each other. But it does appear to be the same relative positions.
Okay, give me 1 second, please. Okay. So, to be clear, you agree that some of these photos are pictures or images taken from different vantage points by different phones, but depicting the same image, correct?
Right.
Okay, thank you. Now, I'm going to take you to 30, B, C, and D. Now, we watched the video, second video, I believe, of what appears to be Mr. Batey.
Room for 32 minutes. And we've already seen from the evidence there was so much happening to this victim in different positions
Well, Detective Gish, I asked
sexually.
you to
I can't answer
my
that question and say that.
Okay. Well, could you say yes or no?
They're in the same positions, sort of, as the video.
All right. Now, on direct of 29C, I believe you testified that there was a black hand that appeared to be touching her vagina area. Did you mean?
You referenced 29, I have 30.
30. I meant 30. 30C.
Yes. It is, that's what I referenced.
And you still believe that to be her vagina?
Well, if I reference vagina, it appears to be her anus
Okay.
that's being touched.
So you meant her anus. All right. Fair enough. In these 29A, B, C, and, well, actually, yes, A through D, 30, A through D, and I apologize for record, I keep saying 29 is 30, A through D.
Hold on just a moment.
Go ahead. Let me get some water.
All right, proceed.
All right.
You say A through D as in David?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got them.
Okay. In this picture, on those pictures, we don't see Brandon Vandenburg.
No,
We don't see Mr. McKenzie,
no,
and we do not see Brandon Banks.
no.
Okay? In 30E,
Yes.
now I want to take you to 30G, 30H, 30I, and 30J. Just let me know when you get there.
HIJ,
Yes, sir. Let me know when you get there.
G.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Judge.
30G through J.
Yeah,
there?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, these are all close-ups of the Mr. Banks' hand, right?
That's, yes,
Okay. In all four of those pics?
yes.
Thank you. Now I'm going to take you to 30M.
Yes.
Okay. This is a,
Just Mr. McKenzie.
just Mr. McKenzie, okay, so no Mr. Banks and no Mr. Vandenburg, correct?
Correct.
And 30N is a close-up of 30M, correct? Showing Mr. Batey's butt and her face?
Yeah, again, I mean, it's the same series of pictures.
Right.
I just can't testify that this is the same exact time, just because they're not date and time stamps. And I think thumbnails, there's really no order whenever they're pulled out of that database. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Oh, no, it does. So you
Yeah.
don't have.
But it
you don't
appears
have-
to be the same, just the close-up image.
Okay, it appears to be the same, but you don't have a date stamp, don't have a time stamp, right?
Right.
Alrighty. Now, from those 14 photos, would you agree 7 of those?
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
okay, and that would be 30A, 30B, 30C, 30D, N, correct?
I'll tell you the ones that I've picked.
Okay, go ahead.
30 Nora, 30 Mary,
Okay.
30 Edward, 30 Adam, 30 Boy, 30 Charles,
Okay.
and 30 David.
Okay, those are the ones I said. Okay, thank you. And would you look back through those and tell me of which ones have Mr. McKenzie in it?
Mackenzie is in 30 Mary. And that's it.
Okay. And I'll take those back from him.
All right, I think this is a good time to go take a break. Break for lunch, 1 hour, enjoy your lunch. All right.
be in a 1 hour lunch recess.
Field.